Billy got a microphone. Uh-oh, they gonna love this. I've made $20,000 this year betting on sports using OddsJam with this one strategy, and I want to share it with you. Come on, let's go check it out. Guys, what's going on? I hope you're having an awesome Friday. My name's Billy C, and if this is your first time to my channel, thanks for stopping by. I love to talk about bringing you some value, making you money as a sports bettor, using the tools at OddsJam, right? This is what I love to do on a day-in basis. These are the videos that I make, and today I'm going to share with you how I've made $20,000 this year just by using this one strategy. So if I can make 20K, I know I can help at least put a couple more bucks in your pocket, right? First off, from the hop, if you have any questions, hit me up on Twitter. All right. I'm more than happy to help you out. I'll jump on a Zoom call with you. More than happy to share with you my strategies and break down any questions you might have, whether you're new to OddsJam or you're an old vet with OddsJam, but you're not really, you're having some tough times right now. So, first and foremost, just going to kind of show you here on my tool over at OddsJam. I've made 1,600 in January. And then when we go through here and I go through my February was a great month. I had a really solid month, 8,400. And then March, we had 1,400. And then April, 4,500. So far in May, we're up around $2,200, right? And I've also added a couple $1,000 another way to get me over 20,000 for this year, right? So the first thing that I did that's helped me get to the hump, the small portion of it, is sportsbook sign-up bonuses, right? So over at OddsJam, one of the best tools that they have is a low holds tool or their arbitrage tool. And so like a great example here would be this Dodgers Cardinals money line, right? Money line plays you can put a lot of money on. So we got Golden Nugget, which is out here in Arizona, and this Bet Openly, which is another book, a peer-to-peer sports book, right? So if a sports book says, hey, we're going to give you 200, if you deposit $250, we'll match you. We'll match that $250, but you're going to have to bet that $500 total before you can withdraw the money. Oh, no problem. Go over to low holds tool. Let's say maybe Golden Nuggets offering this promotion, right? All right, so you put $500 on the Dodgers. You have to bet $455 roughly on the Cardinals here on Bet Openly. And it's kind of like a bank transfer from your checking account to your savings account, like if your bank account, right? You're just moving money from one account to the other. But the sports books don't know this. They see that you actually put the action down. Then you put the 500 down, or you don't have to put it all down at once. You could put down 250 if you wanted to, or just $100. But the low holds tool is the first way when you sign up with sports books and they give you a deposit match, right? This is how you can churn through that deposit match and make money risk-free from the sports books without them ever really even knowing. The other tool is the arbitrage tool, which is the same thing as the low holds tool, but you can actually make a little money on the side because of the discrepancy in the odds, right? So if that's a small percentage, which is about $1,500 this year so far is what I've made, then the bulk of what I'm doing, right, the bulk of where I'm making my money is in positive expected value betting. And I have a specific strategy that I follow, that I use, that I am now currently going towards my 7th straight profitable month since I signed back up on Halloween and with OddsJam last year. And so far this year, I've had a profitable month every month. So this is a strategy that I want to share with you. You're going to want to stick around to the end so I show you exactly how I'm betting or what I'm betting on the video. So let's jump into it. Let's take a look. So here we are. We're on the positive EV screen. Okay, this is the positive EV tool over at OddsJam. And what I just want to highlight to you guys, I just want to break down one play for you. Okay, and the best part about this is you don't need to know anything about soccer or English Premier League. You don't need to know anything about the Oakland Athletics and the Houston Astros or the Marlins and the Giants. You don't need to know. Okay, here's why. All these sports books, right? BetMGM, FanDuel, Caesars, DraftKings, they all have their own analytics teams. They all have their own teams that are looking at trends. They're looking at performances from players. They're looking at what's going on in the market right now. Okay, they already have this priced into their odds. You don't have to go and do a bunch of research and looking at statistics and seeing, oh, this team scores this many goals or this player's doing this. You don't have to do any of that crap. None of it. It's already done for you here on the tool. So the positive EV tool is kind of like, when you got the first pick and you're on a pickup basketball court and you get the first pick. and you got a bunch of guys that are 5'5", and then there's one guy over there that's like 6'8". Who are you going to pick first on your basketball team? The guy that's 6'8". Here, we're kind of doing the opposite. All these sports book have this over 3.5 goals in this soccer match, right? They all have it roughly around plus 120, plus 125. But FanDuel's like, yo, we got it at plus 146. Okay. What does this mean? That means if you bet $100 and all you had was a Caesars account, you bet $100, you'd make $120. But if you bet $100 on the FanDuel play, the same play, but they have different odds, you'd make $146. That's a $26 difference. That's me going to Chipotle and having me and a girl a real nice meal, right? And no, that's not how I'm doing my dates, but you get the point, right? Like you can have yourself a really nice time. So this is the power of the Plus EV tool. This is what it does. Now, within this play, there's a little bit more to it than just that, right? All these plays have an edge. And if you're saying, well, Billy, you know, FanDuel, like they're a good book. Like, how come we're seeing these 3 FanDuel plays out here? Like, FanDuel, they're a sharp book. Well, they are. But FanDuel has like over 10,000 different bets out there that you can bet on right now. I can pull up the screen. There's so much going on in that sports book. All this tool is doing is scanning and scraping, and they're finding the 3 or 4 or 5 plays that FanDuel's not sharp on at the moment, right? So if they have 10,000 bets out there, they're sharp on 99.9% of their bets. Sharp in terms of all the other sports books have it priced here and FanDuel's here. But this tool just finds the handful of plays that FanDuel is here and the rest of the sports books are here, okay? Different levels. That's why when we're scanning on this tool right now, you know, there's maybe roughly 20 plays, 25 plays. There isn't a ton. Why? Because all these sports books are really sharp, but this tool is just finding the discrepancies. That's it. And that's what we're taking advantage of. So still on this page, what I want to show you is even though there's a lot of great plays here that all have an edge, there's a lot of numbers here. It can be very confusing. You can please reach out to me. I am more than happy to help you, whether it's Twitter or the comments. I read everything. I respond to everything. You want to hop on a Zoom call and we can walk you through the steps? I'll be more than happy to do that with you as well. So I only place plays that have between a minus 200 and a plus 130 odds. Now, the caveat is I don't focus on anything on this page. The only thing that I'm focusing on is this no vig odds right here. So when I say minus 200, when I say minus 200 to plus 130, this EPL match, I'm not betting this. Why? Because it's plus 136. It's above my width, my range that I like to bet in. This plus 180 bet, this plus 182 bet, I'm not betting it. I'm not betting on Waldichuk. Now, one bet I would hop on is this Twins bet. Why? Because it's plus 109. It falls within my range. Why is that the case? So as I showed you before, okay, on OddsJam May, you could see from May 1 to May 12th, I was down $4,500. And that was still within this minus 200 to plus 130 range. Okay. So I experience variance just like anyone who does this will. If I was betting those plus 160s, those plus 180s, I would be experiencing even more variance. Well, Billy, why is that? Because all odds are associated with a win probability. So when we pull this top play up again, right, let's look at this A's Astros, right? So we can get a plus 190 over at Fliff, which if you don't have Fliff, sign up for it. Their odds makers are idiots, dummies. Plus 180 right here. We click on a calculator, it shows it's a 35.5% chance of winning. That's what plus 180.84 means, 35.61%. That's too low of a win percentage for me, right? I like to keep it at least 43.5% and above. And even betting at 43.5% above, I experienced massive negative variance to start the month of May. Now, as you can see, over the last 6 days, Billy Boy's cooking right now. He finally got to experience the upswing of the variance. He rode the positive wave upwards. This is what you can see here. So this is where I like to keep it at. And it's really hard for me to deviate from this strategy because I'm going on my 7th straight profitable month, and I've had a profitable month every month this year. And like I mentioned, I'm up over $20,000. And I just can't see a world right now where I'm going to leave this, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. All right, so now I'm going to share with you exactly how I go about betting. And you're going to hear this term unit a lot. And you're going to hear guys talk about, well, I'm going to bet 5 units, or I'm going to bet 3 units, or I'm going to bet 10 units. And units is their own way of kind of figuring out how much, some people, 1 unit might equal $5. So if they say they're going to put 2 units on a play, units is just a confidence of how confident they are, right? And it's a way of tracking things. So 2 units means, hey, I'm going to bet $10 if your unit was $5. Now, for me, I go about it a little different, where 1 unit equals $275 for me. Okay. Maybe your 1 unit equals $20. Maybe it equals $500. So what I like to do is I pick 1 unit, and then based off the no vig fair odds, what I'm getting, that's how I'm making my decision on how much I should be placing on this wager. Right. So like Michael Kopech right down here, he's under 5.5 strikeouts. Okay. So I got him on Fliff at plus 110. So because I'm looking at the plus 105. And as you can see, I should be placing roughly 90%. Now, Fliff will only let me bet the max of $250. Okay. But that's what I put down, or I believe that's what I put down. I have a couple plays here. I'm sorry. I put $200. Okay. Because sometimes I just forget about my own unit size. But that's all that I had going on this play. So when you have your unit size right here, okay, I go off of, well, what's 1 unit to you? And then based off of that minus 200 to plus 130 odds, as you can see on the ticker below, this is what we're going to be placing our bets on, or how much we're going to place it off of. Now, this is just my formula. Feel free to tinker with this however you want. Maybe you want to bet up to plus 140. Maybe you don't want to bet minus 200s. Maybe you want to bet minus 130s to minus 110s. Or maybe you only want to bet up to plus 105 up to minus 200s. It all depends on your risk tolerance. But this is where you can reach out to me, and we can kind of break down, and I will break down in future videos exactly, hey, Billy, how much of a bankroll, if I have this amount of money, can you do this? Or can I bet this? Or, how much should I bet a day? Or how many bets should I get down in a day? Or if I only have this amount of money, how much can I expect to get in a return? We'll do that in future videos. But for right now, I want to just show you simply how I go about attacking this tool, and how I made 20 grand to start this year so far. And it's only going to continue to go up, because when you consistently have an edge betting with positive expected value betting using the tools at OddsJam, it's a guaranteed slam dunk. You're going to go through some ups and downs, peaks and valleys, but at the end, it's kind of like the stock market, where it goes like this, but you keep on going up. So that's what I'm doing over here at OddsJam, and this is my strategy. So the last thing that I'll mention, guys, OddsJam, I'll leave in the description below, but they do have a 1-week free trial. It doesn't cost you anything. If you're located in the United States, up here in the top right-hand corner, right, you can click on whatever state you're in. You could see which sports books are available to you. For my people that aren't located in the States, overseas, right now they're offering it in Canada, different countries in Europe, and then also Australia and Mexico. All right. So I would highly recommend to sign up for the 1-week free trial. Again, I'll link in the description. And then you can just search the tool to see what sports books are available to you, to see first off if it is worth your time. Okay. If you think it is worth your time, by all means, please use my promo code Billy20. All right. I know some of the plans at OddsJam start around $200 a month, and some are a little bit less than that at $150. But you're going to save 20% off if you sign up using my code. It really helps me out. It lets OddsJam know that the content that I'm making, it's actually working, because people are using the code and they see me. And then also, it's going to save you some cash. But there are a lot of ways that these tools here on OddsJam, that they can help you pay off that monthly subscription like that. No problem at all. And if you're unsure, like I said, just reach out to me. I'm happy to help you. So if you like or don't like the type of content I'm providing right now, leave a thumbs up, leave a thumbs down. Let me know what you like or you don't like, or if you want me to talk a little bit more about some other areas. Obviously, I'll be happy to dive into it. But until next time, guys, I'll catch you in the next video, and I hope you have an awesome Friday and a great weekend. See you later.